here. We do.
We love that.
I was saying.
U-Haul and Rocky first in the chat. What's going on, guys? Third of its kind, Deborah, what's up? Good afternoon. We now have super chats on YouTube, and I guess you could time people out for different times. 10 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or 24-hour timeouts. Hello, Patriot Roy D. Cash symbol for super chats going forward. See how long I last on YouTube this time. Obama. Kids are cheering for Obama. Send Obama back to your mama. Send Obama back to your mama. God, I was saying Obama. Look at that. I got $2 in my G-string. Thank you, third of its kind. Michael Obama. Michael Obama might be running. Super Kendall, how you doing? Thank you, third. Thank you, Annie. Hello, Darlene. How you doing, Randy84, Met Fury? So I made a group on Facebook called Freedom Jeffrey 1776, same as my YouTube channel. Feel free to post, hopefully like things like events that are coming up, things like that. I was supposed to go to Miami. Unfortunately, I can't make the trip, but Matt Gaetz is going to be down in Miami with Tim Pool and a couple other people. Patrick Bet David, who has a show, PBD Podcast, on YouTube, which I really like. It's very, very big production studio, and they're starting to get guests. They had a nice guest I think it was last weekend. They had this guy with the Lincoln Project, and they pretty much, had a nice debate about Trump. Told him where they could stick his opinions. Instead, I'll probably be working all weekend. There's some rumors that they might be bringing people out here to Long Island. They might be bringing out illegals to Long Island. So I was told that they want to house them in private hotels, so you're allowed to do that, even though it's not a sanctuary county. So we'll see how that goes. If we get any alerts or any kind of tips on that, have to go check it out. Yeah, I think that movie comes out in October, like later October, like in the 20-something. I've seen that it's supposed to come out. Remember, he did 2,000 Mules. I saw a couple of his movies before the 2020 election about how it's we're going to socialism and Venezuela. His wife's Venezuelan, D'Souza.
I know people
Yeah. Any tinfoil people out there?
Turn it off. Why? What's going to happen? Here's the question. You vaccinated? You have nothing to worry about. You don't need that vaccinated people.
Everybody's got their reasons for why they turned their phone off yesterday. Both my phones went off as soon as I went live. That was crazy. It was too early. I was going to go live for 2 minutes and then let it come on. But it went on as soon as I went live, so I was able to catch it. I hit the live button, and then all of a sudden a thing popped up on the screen. That's why if you watch my video yesterday, it's a black screen for like the first few seconds, because I'm reading this message as soon as I hit the live button. I was like, what the hell is this? I hate that backfall. So I think tomorrow I might restream Tim Pool's event if I can. I used to ride motorcycle years back and didn't have a second helmet and used to make my brother wear tinfoil. How you doing, Carol Burton?
I will never apologize for being American. I still like this is like I like these two. I identify as an American patriot, and this is my pride flag, the American flag.
Yeah.
And I also like I'd rather be American
Maybe
than
that's the reason
Democrat.
to get.
Yeah, I like that too. I don't know what
So it's the American flag. That's my pride flag, the American flag.
No, I understand.
I mean, it's obvious.
I didn't even know that. All these things, like one of them. There's not a racist thing or anything. Americans, America, what we are, and the veterans are the ones who fought in this country to be where we
Yeah, Trump for speaker.
If you don't do it, Matt Gates did. Matt Gates did. Yeah, I'd be on the one. No, quite a few did. Yeah. But I wouldn't mind it because when they had all those big meetings and the whole you just stand there right next to Harris and say,
Breaking: Trump willing to accept House speakership.
Are you alive? Joe, you alive? Are you awake? You want me to speak
Trump
to you?
has now said he would serve as Speaker of the House to serve as a unifier for the Republican Party until a permanent replacement can be found, according to Fox News. This development comes after it was reported today that President Trump would be traveling to D.C. on Tuesday in order to meet with congressional Republicans for the selection process. Are you on Team Trump for Speaker? Med Fury, thank you so much for that super sticker. Ron Paul for Speaker. Yeah, I know people talk about Ron Paul in the past. I think he was sort of like a libertarian in the middle. Called out all the crap that they're starting to call out now. Yeah, honestly, I think the best thing that Trump could do is be Speaker of the House now, you know. He could push people to do all this shit. I mean, it's what I said in January. He could push these guys to do the investigations, push them to find out where the money is, what's going on, who's doing what. I'm in a group. But, yeah, I'm in the group.
I don't agree with it. I don't want to be home a week.
So I got my regular thing, and then I got
Go
this.
home, figure out what you want to do.
We're going to meet back on
I think I
Friday,
found it a few
and
minutes
we
ago.
can't leave until we have a Speaker of the House. That's what they should have done.
That's sensible.
Right. We're not waiting until Wednesday next week. A week? Nothing's going to happen for a week. And then they'll go.
You're in the group, man.
I see it. I see it again.
Yeah. I was just trying something like that.
About the 1776.
Yeah.
But I do like.
I'll probably post a video on my thing later, you know, when it's over. How you doing, Frank Rizzo? Yeah, I think he would be better as Speaker of the House for at least now, and that way he could get the ball going. But at the end of the day, it's just never going to happen. It's not going to happen. Unless they make him some kind of acting speaker, but they already have an acting speaker. So there's no way these people are going to vote for him. I'd be surprised. Listen, I didn't think that they were going to vote out McCarthy, but if they vote Trump in, I'd be very surprised. Close the borders. Biden's all over it. He's building the wall. Too bad the wall doesn't work when the door's welded open, though.
I like that.
Cool. Expensive. $200-300.
Wow.
And the battery was extra.
Are you serious? You come
I had the battery at home, so I bought the drill set up. I think it was like 200, 300.
Wow.
And then I had the hand battery.
It doesn't come attached?
It did, but it came loose.
Oh.
So then sometimes I'll sit there in the car and put it out the window.
Yeah.
You know, I wish it was a longer tube. I just put it out the window when I'm driving around with the convoy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just
I'm sure you can put your own tube on, make it
my
bigger.
truck won't suck.
You can make your a longer one.
Yeah. I gotta attach that horn somewhere too. It'll be dangling out of the car.
What's that?
Right, so Trump should be Speaker of the House just to get things going. He should have been back in January. The problem is nobody's going to vote for him. Not a lot of people are going to vote. Not enough people are going to vote. He's saying now he'll accept the interim president, as far as like the guy that was up there the other day who made the recess and told, who was it, Patrick Henry, told Pelosi to beat it.
I love that. That was great.
Right, so he was good, but that's what Trump wants to do until they finally make the vote. But whatever, you know.
McCarthy should have done that.
What they need to do is release those J6 tapes. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
That's the first thing, because that was the promise made early on that never really happened. So Tucker Carlson was able to go to the Congress and look at the videos on the terminal. And it looks like they're going to do to Elon what they did to Trump. Soon they'll be saying that the Starship is worth about $2,200. But they're already coming after him, say he made illegal trades on Twitter before he bought it. So they're coming at him just the same they're going to come after Trump, you know. He's got too much of a reach. Elon took away their ability to silence people, you know, on Twitter. Mike Hunt, how you doing? Yeah, they're coming after SpaceX for not hiring illegals. They're coming after Elon for Twitter. You know, I told people early on that they're going to come after, it's going to do to him the same they did to Trump. They're going to go after his boy Mario on Twitter the same way that they went after Trump. He saw it. He saw the bad press that guy was getting just for doing spaces and all, being friends with Elon.
This one's definitely more prevalent than this one.
Yeah. I mean, you can switch the horns too, I guess.
What?
You can switch the horns, you know.
Yeah.
You could just buy another.
Because when you
horn.
listen to it, you can even feel it. Keep your hands here and here. You can feel the big hand there. Watch. Definitely feel more of this one.
Yeah. So you could just buy another set of horns.
Yeah.
It's all this. This is what you're paying for. Someone installed this.
The air compressor in there.
Right. So it's whatever he does to put it together. You know?
It is pretty cool though.
It's cool.
I like that.
It's nice when it was set up. It's one piece, but it's a little weird. They had like self-tappers in there. They weren't holding. There was only one, and then it was like this. So.
It's a fun little toy.
Yeah. Yes, and it's a beautiful day out as well. Got cold for a few weeks, a week or two, and now it's getting warm, and then it's going to go back to cold. Be in the 40s one of these nights. Next week it's supposed to be down in the 60s. It was about 70, 80 this week. Yeah, I mean, you got to brainstorm now. Why are they saying that Biden wants to build a wall? It's not to close down the border, let's be honest. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with that. What's the deeper meaning? I mean, to me, it's like another thing where the Democrats go, really, you're going to build the wall? You know what? Maybe you're not the best choice for the presidential candidate for the Democrats, you know?
You want Democrats to kill everybody. Then we've been killed how many people, but nothing ever happens. There's one person less, or the whole world. The whole world. Yeah, the whole world. Oh, fucking bad.
Yeah, I'd also look into the trades that they're making in Congress. Supposedly Bloomberg put out that you can't run for House Speaker if you have, or you are indicted for felonies. You can't run for House Speaker. I don't know if that's true. I know that you don't have to be in the House of Representatives to be the Speaker of the House. Anybody could be the Speaker of the House as long as they're nominated and voted on. But I don't know if that's true, that if you're indicted for a felony, you can't be the Speaker of the House.
You know what? There are a lot of Republicans that were there.
Yeah, the Dems are getting smoked. They're bringing their voters in through the border. There's no doubt. Oh, you found out about what we're doing with the ballots? Well, guess what? We're going to bring them all in, and you're not going to know that we just made them all citizens. We made them all able to vote. They got names, they got ballots, they got fake IDs, fake numbers. And they control that. They control their numbers, their IDs. Whether it's driver's license number. All you need is a driver's license number or driver's license ID when you register to vote. And now they have terminals at the DMV. So when you're going to go register for something, or you're going to go get your new ID because you're an illegal and you need an ID, you just say, oh yeah, I want to register to vote. Here's a terminal. What language would you like to set this up in? You know? Yeah, I don't know. So I got monetized. I just decided to get monetized. I have super chats, super stickers, and right away, copyright on The Sound of Freedom. I filmed the ending when he talks about how the movie was made after 5 years and all that. So I just got an email. It's like within 10 minutes of setting up my super chat, and it said that I have a copyright strike for that. So let's see how long it takes. So you can tell there's a difference. That thing's been up for months now, you know. So once you start monetizing, you start adding ads, then they start looking closer. So I've already seen what goes on, you know, and I know from the past. That's why I haven't done it in a long time. But I figured, hey, let's see how it goes.
So they go. Pretty much in that
Hey, well, what you were saying about getting out to it, they all should get there, right? So this gets more interesting. This is like maybe better than you can do.
So Laura Loomer got kicked out of a Ron DeSantis event today in Tampa. She had a ticket to go in, and the cops told her to get on the sidewalk to get away from the door. She was bullhorning the door to the point where they could hear her inside the event.
Right over here. I'll make sure I stand aside.
So here's my new group on Facebook.
You're right. Get away from the car. I don't want to be even. Stand over here.
Put my new group on Facebook in the chat. There's a link up there. They honk.
Did you make it, buy it, or did somebody make it for you?
Somebody made it for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Expensive. It's $200 without the battery.
They made it for you, they charge you?
On Etsy.
That's nice.
So
you bought it on Etsy though for 200 and change.
But I see it like now they're really advertising like on Facebook and shit. They are advertisements out there for companies that make them now, so it's kind of bouncing a little bit. I don't know. When I went to look for it, nobody really made it.
I was looking at them, there's do-it-yourselves on eBay.
Right, so if you're good,
Not eBay, on YouTube.
and you can take a Ryobi, you can take whatever, you know?
Yeah. I've been thinking about it for a while now that I see you have one, you know.
Yeah.
Next time Harbor Freight has a drill on sale for, I don't know, whatever drill cheap.
Right, so that's how I found out about it. When I was hanging out.
Because I can get the horn part for $29.
Right, so these people went to Harbor Freight and they did it, but I didn't know how to do it and I didn't really want to get into it. But I just went and bought it. But I mean, I saw a guy go to Harbor Freight, buy the drill and everything. Like you said, it's not much money.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing was the person was hitting the damn thing so much that it burnt it out.
Yeah.
So you could burn them out, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
if you continuously hunt the horn.
I guess. You gotta let it cool off.
I could feel it sometimes on this one, you know, I could feel it heating up.
Yeah, let it cool off. No, this
but-
might be my winter project. I got nothing to do.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
On a snowy
And
day,
for
I'll
me,
take
my
it
truck,
apart.
it has like a shitty horn. It's really beep, beep.
Oh, this mine is the fucking most putrid horn I've ever heard in this thing.
Yeah.
And I still haven't found a replacement, short of getting an air horn.
Yeah.
Because I've looked at other horns and changing it to Hello horns, Bosch horns. They all sound like fucking. Then you sound like a European fucking car. You know. It's
Yeah, I
not
was
like,
looking into it, but I was like, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to hear it and all that.
I know. Hello horn and all of that.
Right, Mechanic Eric, he made all these horns at, what was it called? The Trucker Rally? And I was talking to the chat.
Oh,
The guy who made the horns is called Mechanic Eric.
Mechanic Eric.
And he made like a bunch of them and he gave them to certain people. But, I don't know.
Maybe
It's a
this-
hot item.
Yeah, maybe this winter I'll get one.
Yeah.
If I don't install one in here first.
Yeah.
What I want to do before that is put lights. I don't know what he said.
The People's Convoy, that's it, Ferg. Thank you. Trucker Convoy. But I think he made it during the 1776, even though he wasn't a part of it.
Enough for your train money.
He was for both. Yeah. It's the way he told me it. He was just waiting for that ambulance to get moving. I know he tried to live stream 1776. He was hanging out at the other one, Nicole's thing. But I think he said he just got stuck there because of that ambulance. And that woman died, right, Tracy? Nah, this horn is separate. This is one I bought online. I don't have one of those horns. I don't have a Mechanic Eric horn. I have a different horn. This is the Freedom Jeffrey horn that I paid for online. How you doing, Sasha? Praylor Falcus. Yes, I'm going to be in the museum. Yeah, Soup Mom has gone up there a few times to Canada. Canada. She does good work, and I heard she's going to be down in Virginia this weekend for some Freedom Festival. Good for her. I know there's some other guys down at the border right now. I'm a little upset. I wish I went to Miami, but oh well.
I don't know. She's taking a picture. It can't be good.
You never know.
She would have put penises on all of our heads.
It's making it short right now. Look at these freaks. Build that wall she's putting on there. Illegal immigrants have been on Long Island since I've been born. She was nice. Get that bag off your car. Why are they waiting for the cold in Canada to do rallies? They like that cold, huh? I heard that, what's going on? How you doing? What did I hear? I heard that there's some really bad stuff going on in Canada with streamers, or at least podcasts. If they make a certain amount of money, they have to request to be heard in Canadian. In Canadian. In Canada, there's a whole thing to it. So.
I told people I want to get my hand on it.
It's expected because the Democrats.
I probably would have been drowned. But I had the quick release.
Yes, and also, but also learned today the problem is why he was able to stay in. Because before they appoint the new speaker, they need to repeal House Rule 26, which says that anybody that's indicted can't serve as speaker. No, but like,
Turdo. Turdo. Beep, beep. You want to honk my horn that costs more than $2, Third? Thank you for the super chat, Third. Turdo. So when they were doing the thing in New York City with the UN and Biden was coming and all these people are coming to the UN, I saw at a local airport on Long Island, I saw an Air Canada jet that was like sitting with all the private jets. He must have came down with a group of people on an Air Canada jet. And it was just parked there. It wasn't like it was at a terminal or anything. It was just waiting for him, you know?
I put pressure in. I had one carburetor stop, and it came with like this water in it, so it had the water. I think that shit. I love that.
Yeah, but as soon as these speakers, then we try to find some phony indictment. So we need to get rid of the ruling.
It had an oil injector going in. Took off the oil injector because we had we weren't mixing the gas and oil. It was a two-stroke, but
Yeah, he was in New York, so I think that they were landing a lot of these jets on Long Island. One of the jets I'd seen before further into Long Island, but it was also at this other spot that was closer to the city, and it has the Puma symbol on a black private jet. So I saw pictures with Jay-Z, but I don't know, I guess it must be affiliated with the Puma brand, but I don't know. Had that Puma cat on the tail of the black jet. So I looked it up and there's pictures of it, but I did see a pretty big Air Canada jet or plane or whatever it is parked in that same spot, in that same area. There was a lot of them. There was all different stuff. It looked like one that was from Korea, had this weird like tiger looking thing on it. Truckers are in Ottawa, but no trucks. Well, guess what? The truckers are going to be in DC, I believe, next weekend for the 10-4 DC trucker event on the lawn at the National Mall. But, you know, some of them truckers, they come back from what they were doing at the convoy. But, you know, it's really a different type of event. It's not a real protest. It's more of a, I guess, a showing of the trucks and maybe a thank you to the truckers across the country. That's what I guess it is. I didn't go last year, but next week I'll be in Pennsylvania, Aston, PA, and somewhere close to Lancaster. I put up the flyers. I'll put them up again. So I'll be there with Third. We're going to be in Pennsylvania. So next weekend. There's also some kind of tri-state rally. If I can get Poor Hair over here, I could ask him what's going on. There's a tri-state rally this weekend. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think it's Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and I don't know, maybe New York. So maybe he could tell us more about it. Yeah, right? Hold the lawn with the trucks. Yeah, you know what? I did remember seeing that Canadian thing. I saw, what's his name? The restreamer. Sorry, sometimes I can't remember names, but he was restreaming a big event that they were doing, right? They did, and it happened, I think, in Pennsylvania too, where the kids walked out. They did it in Canada. Tommy Temper, he restreamed it. I remember that recently, a couple weeks ago. October 21st, Leave the Kids Alone rally. That's in Canada. Yeah, it's funny. Like, I'll remember your name one day, and then the next day I'll just blank out. It's upsetting to me. October 21st. Canada. Leave the kids alone. Thank you, Rudy Bilboa. Ruby Bilboa. Thank you. Someone just gave you the finger. It looked like Anarchy Princess. October 21st, America and Canada. Leave the kids alone. $10.21. I was thinking about going back to Miami, and I was looking it up. I didn't get the price though. I got sidetracked. I was looking at. I was going to look at Doral and see what it was going to be tomorrow night for a room, and then I got sidetracked. I looked at one of the hotels in New York City for Trump. It was like, I think it was $800 for a basic room, $1,200 for a bigger room, and like $2,200 for a view of the park, Central Park. They'd probably say that place is worth, you know, 40 grand, 400 grand. It's crazy what they're doing to Trump in the lawsuits in New York, saying that his place, Mar-a-Lago's worth 18 million. Hi, Estiwa. Yes, Donald Trump said that he would accept the interim role as Speaker of the House, which means the guy that was up there the other day, Patrick Henry, he's holding the gavel for now. He told Pelosi to beat it. Trump said he would accept that role until the new Speaker would be named or voted in. So Donald Trump on Tuesday will be in D.C. at a meeting to see who should go up there. Yes, Wednesday the 11th, Donald Trump will be in Palm Beach at the, the 47 Club. I know Whiteside Broadcasting is putting up that they'll be showing that event. So that's how I know about it. Used to be what, Club 45, now it's Club 47. I was down there when he did the Miami indictment. I heard he was, who was it, was going out there? Kerry Lake was speaking back then, in June.
Yeah, we're social distancing since the first crash of 1941 when the aliens came down. You know, it was like, it was their way of going. Like you without going. the shirt. I like the Trump shirts.
Right. I mean, listen, if he could just say, I want to be the speaker, and they would say, okay. But it's all about the votes, and you know, it's already been said. It's already been nominated back in January. Matt Gaetz said, I nominate Speaker Donald J. Trump. I think he got like a couple votes. You know what I mean? Because they were all pushing for McCarthy. So he broke it up a little bit by saying that. A couple people clapped and all. When they did the 15 rounds of voting back in January. Well, it's time for Trump to get people to do. It's time for Trump to get people to do special investigations, to go after people. To you know, he would definitely be going after Pelosi to see what she does with her stocks, what she's putting her money into, how she's coming up with these trades, all that stuff. See, what they want is to not have giant packages full of crap that nobody knows who votes on it, nobody knows at home what's in these packages, because they love to say, oh, this has got funding for the military, this has got funding for vets. Meanwhile, it's got money for Ukraine, it's got all this special crap that nobody wants to spend the money on, that you never hear about. So I believe Gaetz wants to go through these things one at a time and say, okay, let's look at this issue, let's vote on this budget. How about the next issue? We're not going to do one giant package. And they've been doing that way since the mid-90s.
Everybody, if I take you this way, it's just going to be a shower.
What's up?
This way over here, guys. Everybody say Trump on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Trump! I think I got it. I think a few people are off a little bit, but just a general idea that Thursdays are still happening, you know? How are you? Kevin, what I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'm gonna drive to Joe Biden. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see you next week.
Have a good weekend.
What, you really want to walk down with her?
Yeah.
Just remember those pictures will be around for life. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
blood in this. Oh, that's fine. That's fine then. Let them get it all at once, right? No problem. You want to pay for half that wedding?
Right, so there's a 3-state rally, a tri-state rally Saturday, and it's going from what, Jersey to Pennsylvania,
Right.
and they're doing a constitutional, like, Second Amendment rally.
And then Sunday the party continues.
Sunday, where you going?
It's the same place. It's a
Oh,
two-day
it's in
party
Pennsylvania.
in the same place.
So hopefully people will be coming together from outside of the area.
They will.
Right.
And they're going to stop on this Trump train thing every like 10-mile rest area up to Partisan or whatever road it is, and
Right.
pick up more people along the way. And hopefully, if I remember how this all happened, there's people on the bridges waving flags as you drive by, and more people are coming in. It should be a good one. Then you get to the Second Amendment thing, and there's going to be music and food and vendors and shirts and dancing and showing off your weapons, and then that goes Saturday and Sunday. Now I'm gonna stay overnight Saturday, part of Sunday, and then head off from there to New Hampshire to the Trump
Trump
rally.
rally in New Hampshire.
And then I don't know, because then I heard he's in Iowa directly after that, so a lot of the
Well, I know he's
people-
going to be in Palm Beach too. So
Oh, I didn't.
actually, you know what? I heard he's going to be in D.C. on Tuesday. So he may be. I mean, listen.
New
he could,
Hampshire to
he
DC
could
I could do.
He could do more than one thing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying?
has an airplane.
But Tuesday he's supposed to go to D.C. to talk about who's going to be the speaker. He said publicly that he would like to be the what do they call it? Like the fill-in. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
The
that
guy,
would be awesome.
the guy Patrick Henry was up there. He said, "Oh, we're going to adjourn,"
But
and
somebody-
also Pelosi, get the fuck out of your desk.
But somebody just told me that if you're indicted, not even convicted,
I've heard that too, but I
so
don't know if that's true.
I don't know if that's true
I
either.
know that you don't need to be a sitting House representative,
Right.
but
You
I don't know.
imagine? We've been praying for that 3 years ago.
Oh, I prayed for that in
After
January.
Biden won, we were hoping that he
Yeah, but
would
we
just
didn't
be
have the
House
House.
Speaker.
We didn't
Yeah.
have the House. Well, that was the thought, that if we got the House, we could nominate Trump.
And
he
then
would be the
he
third
would-
in line.
For
and then-
president,
For
and then-
president. And then he would impeach Biden, and then impeach Kamala, and then he would work his way. You know what I mean?
And then get elected again.
Right.
That was the
So he
was
would-
the dream.
yeah.
I'm with you on that. I was there when I was like, why doesn't he just do it? He's got nothing to do. He can stand there all day and go fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Right. I
We're
mean,
not doing that. We're
wonder-
gonna straighten this shit out.
Yeah.
We're closing the borders. Everybody's voting yes, and you can all fucking shut the shit down. I don't care.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I saw it, but it didn't happen. You
He
know?
wants to be acting speaker until they come to a vote on who's the next speaker, which I'm going to guess is Jim Jordan. That's
And
my
you know
guess.
what? And I love Jim Jordan.
But
and
they
he,
got to agree on it. That's the
he
problem.
shows up with all the proof every time, but
He's
nothing
good.
happens.
Right.
Nothing happens.
Right,
He
listen.
literally, like, here is the laptop from hell. I got it in a chip right here. Here is the evidence that Biden fucked up when he called his son, when his son got the blowjob in China, and they had it on film, and here's everything.
Right.
And then he covers everything. And there's no doubt Jim Jordan proved the case, and nothing ever fucking happens.
Yeah.
But you know what? If anybody's got to do it, fucking Jim Jordan for sure. I'm all for it. But of course, Trump first. But
Right,
man,
yeah, Trump.
I don't even know who the
It
other
goes
guy
Trump, Tucker, and then Jim Jordan.
is. Oh man, can you imagine if Tucker was there too? Tucker be letting all the stuff go, you know, all the January 6th tapes, he would release everything. You know,
Right. No,
or,
yeah,
or he
the
would get
J6
the
tape
vote.
should be first.
Yeah, that's gotta
Because
happen.
that
There's
was something
people
that
in
was
jail.
said.
That was nothing.
that was something that was said was going to happen. And you think
People lost their jobs. Everything.
Trump wouldn't release those tapes? Those tapes are going to save his ass.
Yeah, the thing is, I think, and I love Trump, but I think he slacked a little in that department. I think before he left office, he should have just nixed all that and forgiven them all right from the day one.
No, I get that.
But he was still in the middle of playing nicey nice to everybody. But I think this time he gets elected, there's no more nice guy. I don't think he'll do that
Me
again.
personally, I don't care who you are, what you did on J6. He should be pardoned because he probably already served
2
time.
years in jail.
It's been 1,000 days. I believe it was Tuesday. It's been 1,000 days since the first J6 that was put
I
in
got
jail.
so lucky. I was there, and then, you know, we were freezing. It was January 6th in the morning. You remember? By 2 o'clock, when Trump got done yakking at 1 o'clock, I was with a girl, and I said, let's go get Chinese food. We'll warm up in the hotel room. We'll 2 blocks from the White House. We'll have something to eat, and then we'll go. So we flicked on the TV, and that shit was going on, and I was like, forget the food, let's get over there. And she's like, we're not going anywhere. Click, the TV's off. You're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. If it wasn't for her, I'd be in there doing selfies. I just so lucky that she was with me because I was running to the. I'm like, what are they going to do to us? Nothing's going to happen. I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to be on, you know, I'll be
I mean, the
famous.
fact is that when you saw the shit that went on for 6 months in 2020, people thought that they had a right to do what they did. And, you know, not to mention it wasn't that bad.
I think
So,
it's Charles. Oh, wait, in a motorcycle behind his truck.
You're not coming to hang out with us. You're not invited. It's all like
I don't know if he's coming over. Nah, Charles wears a skull cap, but he wears that same bike.
what the hell is that?
I know,
What the hell is that?
What's
What?
the?
You got some red wrap around
Something
your
on his
face?
face.
Are you
A
kidding
mask?
me?
It's like a see-through mask, though.
Oh,
It's like a piece of
plastic bag
saran
to
wrap.
suffocate yourself so you
What
can't
the hell
drive
is that?
straight.
What?
It's an oxygen-free.
Oh my God.
Somebody get a
You know you
picture
can
of
drive that
it.
way, right?
He's so cute.
You know you can suffocate yourself, right?
Yeah, you can't breathe straight, so you can
Are
have
you
an
kidding
accident.
me? Are you really kidding me?
Ay, ay,
Oh
ay.
my God.
just be glad he's not
See,
your son.
see, this is the kind of peaceful argument I can do.
You had some red
Yeah,
The
no.
people I've been hanging out with would go and hit the car with their fists. What the fuck's wrong? I don't want that. I really don't want that. I just want to be peaceful.
Yeah, I'm peaceful.
Plant a few seeds, say hello, America first. You're an idiot, you know.
There's a dude over here
And
wearing
Ashley's-
saran wrap on his face.
He's not a livery driver either. He's just him.
It's just a dude with saran wrap.
Maybe he has a
Nobody's gonna
medical
believe
issue. Maybe he has it hooked up to oxygen or something.
God almighty.
He's got the red wrap on his face. Oh
There you go, everybody. I'm out of here.
my God. How brainwashed can you be?
All right.
Crazy.
Ashley,
See you next week.
Good to see
No, not
you
next
all
week.
right.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Daughter's married. So I'm going to be busy.
I don't know. It's hard to hear. I don't know what the foot rallies are right now. I know Mondays in New Hampshire and then Iowa. You were just saying D.C. and Florida.
Tuesday's going to be in D.C. in a private meeting.
That's a private meeting.
Probably at the Capitol or down the road at
That
the
I won't do.
Republican.
It has to be a rally. I don't have
Right,
the
no,
money
it's
to
a rally,
buy
it's a
my
rally.
way in. You know.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
New
I
Hampshire's a
saw you
rally.
posted that. Ohio, you know. I just know there's going to be a million rallies next year. Hopefully. There's going to be a million rallies next year, you know.
I went to New Hampshire last time, the last rally, and I got my hat signed.
Yes, I know. That was in New
That was
Hampshire. That was a small rally, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping this is going to be a
You
small
couldn't even
one.
get in if you were, late.
Like if you were 1,000 people behind. That was it. You were done.
Yeah.
It was like the first.
I
1,000.
saw that. I was like,
I didn't even know if
motherfucker.
1,000 got it.
God damn it.
I slept overnight in the line, so I was like the first guy at the door. But
Yeah.
then I have to go through the whole dog check thing.
Right.
So that kind of blows off.
Remember the
5
guy would
minutes.
bring in his parrot and they told him they couldn't have his parrot? He used to have a bird on his shoulder and they kept harassing. You can't have that bird. He's like, this is my bird. I need my bird. Like, no, you can't have it. Get rid of it. Like in the middle of the rally, get rid of it. Like, what do you mean, get rid of it?
I've been to a few before. I had the one car that was like a military guy who needed for comfort.
Yeah.
And nope, you can't come in. So I go to another
Support
line.
dog, right?
You can't come in. So I
Yeah.
go to another line. I literally went. I slept overnight, but by the time I got on there, I was like the last one.
Yeah.
Eventually, a guy winked and just go. But now I got a service dog, a real diabetic medical service dog. Now they say you can't come in, and oh, you gotta let him in. But they make me put me through the runner. You know, like they make me wait 5 minutes till the supervisor comes. Ask me the 2 questions, like what service does the dog perform? There's like 2 state questions, and how does he notify you? So the supervisor, so you wait 5 minutes. Meanwhile, you were first in line. Now you're like, see you guys. I'll see you in there. You know.
Yeah.
But now, and Trump, I believe the only reason he came to me and signed that was after like 30 rallies or so. I'm always in the
But he
first
signed
10
everybody's
rows.
shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's walking by. I'm like, this guy never does that. What the hell, man?
But he
I was
saw the
surprised.
dog again, and he was
I
like,
know,
he gave
I
me
was
the wink.
surprised.
And so, you know, you're 10 rows and 30 rallies. You know, I'm yelling and screaming. He's always looking down at. He can hear you what you're saying.
Were you at the private? Were you at CPAC?
No, I didn't do that.
We got tickets to a private room, a private free CPAC speech with just Trump, and everybody was in with us, like in the crowd. Carrie Lake and Mike Lindell, like Matt Gates.
Oh, man.
They're all like,
all of
they're walking around inside with us.
My hat would be like, here's my pen.
And there's Trump, like, you know, 2 walls in between us and Trump. And I'm like, and he's like, I can't give you the good stuff. I'm going to give you these old stories. I'm like, come on, man. I thought he'd be mingling with us. You know what I mean?
Man,
Like,
the last time I saw him
sucks.
speak on TV, he just said, he like, can I just take this off script? And he kind of like pushed the thing onto the side. Man, he's on the money if he just doesn't have to read that shit. He's just like, he always cracking up.
right. They want him to stay on the script. He
And
goes
then
off the script.
I think I got to get off script here.
Yeah, right.
He
And
even
then you
said
see
it.
he goes back to the prompter. He looks at the prompter
And
again.
then it's kind of like footnotes, and then you read a sentence too, and then yeah, and when that happened, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and then he becomes Trump, the real Trump. You know?
Right, and it's almost a shame that we don't get to see him at these Republican debates. He doesn't need to do them, but it's just funny to see him do them. You know what I mean?
And
I just want to
if he
hear
did-
the rhetoric. You know?
Oh, as soon as he gets off, I mean, I don't know who writes his stuff. It's good enough. You know, it's made for TV. But when he turns that away, but also the stories are starting to change again. Like now, instead of going through 20 minutes of the girl put a quarter ounce on the thing, and now it goes quick. The story's like 30 seconds. You all heard it, the quarter pound.
Yeah. And then I remember when he used to wrap up.
Wow, that's a nice accent. Yeah, that's not cheap, that horn thing. I remember.
Nothing cheap.
I saw it online. It was expensive, that setup.
Yeah, it's expensive.
That
All
old.
those ones you got.
Even that stupid suction cup flag thing was like $1.50 with
Bad
the
flag,
flag.
you got
yeah.
the bad flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like crazy money.
Crazy
Everything, you know,
money.
it's crazy money. This car right here. This is a beautiful car.
Oh, that's the rear engine Corvette.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you know, that's America's version of the Ferrari and Lamborghini now.
I'll take that over to Porsche.
I used to have a Porsche. I traded it in for a Toyota. Every time something broke in that Porsche, $2 grand, and wait, 2 months for parts from Germany. And
At least it's American. You could just go to Mexico and get the parts.
Well, yeah, or just go to the Chevy dealer. I mean, it's an American-made car.
Yeah, but you know, it's not.
My Porsche was a hoot, though. I every time I got out of it, I'd be shaking.
Listen,
Second gear is 100,
you know
third
what
gear,
they
fourth
say?
gear, fifth gear, sixth gear.
You know what they say? They say it's assembled in America, okay? But the parts are not made in America. That's the difference.
You know, that was my
It's
issue.
made in Bowling Green, Kentucky, but
I
it's
had,
not all from
I had
Bowling.
a Dodge Ram 2500 diesel Cummins, the engine America, the whole car, Mexico.
And it tells you on the sticker when you buy a brand new, like 40% is Mexico or 40% American, Korea, like, you know, everywhere.
I had it 15 years. I bought it brand new, but everything broke. Everything. The computer twice, the air conditioner twice, the electric windows, this, everything. But the motor, the Cummins diesel American, that lasts forever. Never a thing wrong with the motor. And I had to trade it in. I sold it to my neighbor for $5,000. I bought it for $55. Just get rid of it. It's just too many. Every week I was at the fucking dealer getting a new part or waiting for a new part.
Yes, the FBI is looking for Trump supporters big time. They're looking to come after you. They're looking for Ultra MAGA. I mean, if they go to Bellmore on a Thursday, they're going to find a lot of them.
If they go on my Facebook page, they got me.
Exactly. I mean, if they really want you, they got you. And then people are like, oh, this thing with the alarm on the phone, you know, this and that.
Oh, that was
Like, listen, they know what you're going to do. They know they got you every day of your life, what you're doing. They know when you take a shit every day.
Yeah.
They know when you're sleeping.
They
know exactly your habits.
They got a camera on that phone. They got a camera on your TV. They got a camera on your laptop.
Right,
at
but
home.
they just follow where you are in the house. They know you're taking a shit.
And you
because you're
know what?
screaming, you're going through it, you're looking through the Facebook
You might
feed.
have an issue with it, but it's some idiot like me who just posts up a picture now and then, you know.
Right.
But you're videoing, you know, live.
Right.
And you,
I'm
if
a
anything,
target.
they won't do anything to you.
I'm not
because
that big though, that's the thing. That's
But
what saves me. I'm
They
not
will
that big.
use you. They won't arrest you.
They want the big fish.
They'll use
They're going
you
after Tim Pool. They're going
to
to use you to get.
see. You're like a fed for them. You're filmed.
But I'm like an informant. That's what you mean.
Yeah, you are without even
Who's the
knowing
big
it.
fish around here?
You know, all they got to do is, I'm on JeffreyFreedom.com, and yep, there's John, there's Joe. They're at the rally. We know where they are. You know what I mean? Like if they wanted to, they can.
Yeah.
They'll let you live forever
So
because
definitely.
you're their information center. You know.
There's definitely feds in my chat.
And I go to places, you see, everybody line up, take a picture, we're at the railroad.
Sure.
Okay, and if the feds want, there's Joanne, there's John, there's Martha, there's Louise, there's
Yeah.
Jose, you know.
Yeah.
And what are they going to do
And
with
then we
me?
tag them. There you go. Look,
Yeah.
this who's here.
Yeah, and then what are they going to do? Get me? Then where are they going to get their photos from?
Right, they say that the government helped launch Facebook, that way they can keep an eye on people. They've overthrown countries on Facebook. They've announced it on 60 Minutes during Obama that they overthrew countries that had meetups, you know.
And they stopped banning, I noticed Facebook banned me for life under Allen Golden, but they're letting me say whatever crazy shit I want to say on. I had an old account because I belong to a biker gang and they nicknamed me Porn Hair. So I opened up Porn Hair account, I just left it alone.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, they banned me for life. Let's see if Porn Hair is still.
That's
and then I
funny.
go there and it says Poor Hair. So they
Porn
changed
hair, yes.
because they wouldn't do
Because
porn.
someone said porn hair, and I said, no, it's poor hair. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's porn hair,
It
but
was
then
porn
Facebook
hair, okay.
changed it to porn
Now it's
hair.
porn hair, okay.
And they don't ban me for anything anymore.
Right.
So I realized that they're just like, let him go. He's taking pictures of shit. We can see what he's doing, you know.
Yeah.
You're crazy to bother these people now at this point. The ones who are like doing what you're doing, basically. You're crazy to bother them. Anything the FBI wants, all you can do is go on your wall. And if they bust you or ban you or off of Facebook and stop you, what are you doing? You know how much information we got from that guy? Leave him alone.
Yeah, right?
That's how I see it.
And that's what we used to say, because we used to have 5 of these people with cameras roaming around these events, and then you get to see every spot. It's really a camera for when something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Now you got it on video. This guy burnt the flag. This guy threw something at you. This guy swung at you. That's really what I saw it as. Now it's more of, oh, you know, let me get some money.
They know
or,
everything.
You know, all that
they
shit.
know us all. They know, because there's only so many of us that are really involved. It's the people like who go. It's the husband and wives who show up at the school board meetings, and we don't want CRT, and we don't want my son's dick cut off without us knowing about it. Those people, the people they're going to go after, because they're nobodies. And if you set an example by putting this guy in jail, he loses his job, then they can't pay their mortgage, and this now the rest of the parents, they're afraid, and they're going to shut the fuck up. So they're going to pick one of those people and fuck with them. What are they going to get out of me? They're going to take away what, my pension check? You know, it's a big.
People are afraid. That's why they don't speak up. Look at all the cops that retired. They could go out there and write a book for what they saw in 2020.
They're just now.
They don't want to lose their pension. They're afraid. I'm surprised the Capitol Police saw, what was it, the commander or whatever of the Capitol, whatever the fuck his name was on Tucker, and he said everything. He spilled the beans. I asked for troops. I asked for people. Nobody responded. Nobody wanted to come out for it. Even if this guy is lying, why would he come out and say those things? There's no way he's lying. And I'm surprised he wasn't scared about his pension, because everybody else is. Everyone's afraid to say the truth. Why would you come out and lie like that? You know, it's definitely not a lie.
All they need to do is ruin somebody like that, and the rest of them shut the fuck up. They got 20 years in pensions.
Yeah.
They got kids. They don't want to lose the mortgage. What's the wife going to do? Like, the school teacher's salary can't support a whole family anymore. It used to be, but one salary's not enough, so you can't fund it. So everybody's shutting up. Hopefully at election, they're not afraid to vote right. You know, a lot of people might be afraid and they're not going to vote at all.
No, there's people that go to the city every day. They work in an office and they go, oh yes, Biden's doing great. They go home, I can't believe I got to say this to these people. Otherwise, they're gonna screw me over. They're gonna fire me. They're gonna find a way not to. You're not gonna be liked when you go to the office. You have to say, oh yeah, is that what Biden's doing? Okay, that's great. Because if you say no, I support Trump, you're screwed. So people every day, they have to go in there with a smile and say, oh, is Biden doing all right? Yeah. Oh, okay, sounds like he's doing good.
Here's another one that I did that I'm afraid to change, and it's. I know I'm fucked up for doing it, but I'm not really a Republican because of the rhinos. I'm definitely not a Democrat, but I registered years ago as a Democrat. And everybody's like, you got to change it to Republican. Nope, leave it alone. Yeah. So, you know, if they go after, like, my neighborhood's all, listen, let's get this Republican, cut off his Social Security, he's a Republican, cut off his welfare check or whatever that one's getting. But oh no, leave Alan alone. He's a Democrat. On paper, you know what I mean? Like,
I only worry
and
about
I could be wrong.
primary. That's all. That's the only reason I keep Republican. Otherwise, I wouldn't care. Who cares about the party? The Republican Party is broken up.
Fuck Trump. Why? Where do you see a Trump sign? It's Love America.
What's up?
I'm gonna get a picture of your flag.
Yeah, we see it.
We need to bring stickers and do this area on the outside, you know, with Trump stickers. Next time we see like a box of free stickers, like just cover this whole thing on the outside. With, like, to go to a rally, grab a sticker, you know, and then keep one for yourself, grab one for the poll.
I mean,
just
I'd talk to them and see what they say because I know that they want to keep it respect-free, but I wouldn't really do it unless they
You
said
know
it's
where I just saw it? I went to the other flag flying thing last night at Montauk train station. The guy showed up with his pickup truck with his 18 flags in there. I mean, they're fucking high too. But anyway, he was the only one who showed up. And I pulled in, and then I noticed that on the bumper thing, there was I asked him, why don't you come here? And then Tim told me, no, he doesn't get involved with them. There's a war. I go,
It's so hard, yo.
what are you talking about? We're all trying just to get Trump elected. There should be no war. You can hate each other, but we're all for the same thing. You don't care what you ate for dinner or whose wife you're fucking. I don't know. Nobody cares. Just hang your Trump flag over there on Thursday with everyone else. Just like, thank you. That's what we did.
That's the point of coming out to talk to That's the point. Coming out to meet people.
I'm not alone in this.
Because otherwise you're talking to a podcast, you're talking about schools, what are you talking about? People. You know what I mean? That's what I used to hate. That's what I used to hate. I used to come into work and everybody would see the same agenda. Oh, it's so tough, it's so tough, it's so tough, it's so tough. Everybody's so tough. And I said, you know what? I need to go look at other things.
I need to see what the people are saying.
Yeah, but besides that, I mean, but most of the time, Tucker tells me what they're thinking. That's the thing. So I had to start looking at other
I also want to know what Jen thinks. I want to know what the I forgot her name. I want to know what everybody's thinking, so I can make up my own mind with informative information. You know what's going on.
So much information.
But I came here already made up. Like I'm really glad Mitch McConnell, whatever, not Mitch McConnell.
That's just
I was really glad.
Breaks it up more, but I don't care. You know, it's just glad that Gates Liberty did. Even if they put a Democrat in there, it's the same shit, just a different flavor because they're just allowing Democrats to do what they want. They tell, oh, don't worry, we're going to fight for the war, we're not going to get to Ukraine. Next thing you know, we're going to make a deal with you. It's the same shit.
Nobody's buying anyway. Even Democrats aren't. Democrats are fucking paying double the price for their fucking gasoline. You go to the supermarket and oh my god, they don't have mole this week, you know, or crap, they don't have rye bread with seeds this week. Like that never was with Trump.
Right.
It was everything. The shelves were full, and the things were literally half the price. price. Half the price. They're listening to me babble on all this time. Everything was half the price. What the fuck happened? Why are they voting for this shit?
Bullshit.
Yeah,
Okay?
like your gas is double the price. Let your wallet vote for you.
I don't
Forget
care.
whatever the party is. Just
don't
vote with your
care
wallet.
if a Democrat gets in a speaker at this point, because
It's
what
all
you
the
had
same.
was a guy who said he was Republican, giving up everything the Democrats wanted. Well, don't worry, we're going to take care of this. We're going to do this. Giving money to Ukraine. You know, we're not going to do that. Oh, he gave the
No,
money.
that was the
We're
promise.
going to build
He
the
wasn't
wall, and
going
not
to do
build the wall.
that, and he did
No.
it. Fuck him. Out. Next. And we're all on the same page. Anyway, I guess I'm going to say goodnight.
I'm going to say goodnight, too.
Love you all. Love you all.
It's been a great
Keep
night.
the faith. America first.
Thank you for
Yeah.
tuning in, and I'll see you soon.
Oh, that was good.